Hey guys, thanks for joining me. And if you like what you see, please subscribe.
Hello, peoples. Welcome to Sharp Ends. I'm going to do a quick review of this Work Sharp bench stone. Um, I am a fixed angle type guy. I have a KME and I also have a Kenyan Edition sharp end belt grinder. I saw a video from Cedric and Pete talking about how this device saved his channel. And I've always eschewed, I've always avoided stones, but this has actually transformed the way I think about it and transformed the way that I see knife sharpening in total. And I'm going to explain some of that. First, I'm going to ask you, though, could you please like, subscribe, and leave a comment? It really helps out the channel when you leave a comment. So I'd really appreciate it. And thank you to my Patreon crew who make the magic happen, which is not what my wife says. All right. So, yeah. So this basically is a sharpening stone, right? But it's kind of like a sharpening stone for beginners. Oh, it's perfect for me. It's perfect, I think, even for experts, honestly. Like, I think I'm going to use this for a very long time. Let me tell you, all right, the lead on this story is with my KME. If I want to get a knife sharpened up to a mirror finish, it's going to take me about 45 minutes to an hour, maybe longer, depending on how long the knife is and how nice I want to get the angle and blah, 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 right? Um, and that's changing the diamond stones, making sure the angle's the same all the time, blah, 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 right? This only has 3 options. There's no getting it up to a mirror polish, but you can get it up to a really nice polish. You basically start on the 320, which is the hard, and these stones are replaceable, 600, and then the fine, which is a ceramic stone, yeah? Um, it takes me 20 minutes to sharpen any knife, like even a giant 8-inch kitchen knife. Yesterday I did one. It was dull. It was S35 VN as well. I took that 8-inch knife and I sharpened it in 20 minutes. And after those 20 minutes, it cut paper. Did it have a mirror edge on it? Not quite, but it was a pretty nice edge, honestly, especially after I got done using my strop on it. But it was extraordinarily good edge. Okay. Now, would that edge be as good if I had done a KME? Probably not. If I had spent the extra 40 minutes, 45 minutes, actually, because that blade was so long, I probably that would be one knife that would probably take me, because I probably have to reposition the clamp on the back of the knife. So that knife probably would have taken me extra long, probably would have taken me 90 minutes. So I don't think it was worth it. I think that the edge I got with this was better and worth my time to not have spent the extra hour using the KME. This has an angle guide here, and you can see you can turn this outside part around to get a 25-degree angle or a 20. Yeah. And I have just been leaving it on 20, honestly. I haven't worried about the 25. Honestly, when I use my KME, and this is one advantage that KME has over this, is I usually go for a 17-degree angle. Now, with this, I could just take these off, and then I could try to freehand a 17. In general, what I do is I start at this angle, and that's what this is for, right? You're putting this down here, and it tells the degree, and then you're trying to hold that angle all the way across at the same rate. One of the reasons, I could make this a little bit more shallow when I'm going off to the side, right? Now this rocks back and forth, and that's to help with the belly of the blade and the tip. When you start off using stones, I am told, people have trouble getting the tip sharp because they don't understand that at the end you have to lift your elbow up that's holding the handle. Yeah. So what this does is mimics that and rocks over so that you get that tip until you learn how to lift your elbow up. And you can lock it, and this locks, so now it won't roll over. And then you just have to remember to raise your elbow at the end. And that motion, once it becomes second nature, is how you get it done. Yeah. Now, sometimes I count to 7 when I'm doing this, like, I do 7 passes, and then maybe I'll do 5 more and 5 more. The thing is, I can kind of feel it now. Even within the first 2 knives that I was sharpening with this, I was feeling, what the stone was doing to the edge of the blade, and just by looking, I could tell exactly, what I was getting and what I wasn't getting, yeah? So, this was very intuitive for me. I don't know if it would be intuitive for everyone. I am someone who, uses a lot of tools, has done a lot of sharpening. And so maybe that is something to take into consideration, that if you're new to sharpening and this is going to be your very first learning experience, you might have a harder time than I am representing. And that is totally fine. I just, full disclosure, I use a lot of tools. I've sharpened a lot of things on a lot of different systems, but I've never used stones before. But I found it fairly intuitive. Where I can just go until I feel like I need to switch over to the next stone. Um, so yeah. Um, what else I want to say about this? The price point on this is great. It's gosh, I can't quite remember what the price on this was, but I feel like it was around 60 bucks, 70 bucks. So fairly inexpensive for what it is. Intuitive, comes out of the box really nicely done all the way around. Stones are replaceable. This is definitely a home run for me. This is definitely worth giving as a present to someone in your life who likes, who maybe sharpens with a KME or sharpens with another system or whatever, and you want them to have better knives or better sharpened than, like, maybe this is the perfect knife for someone who's like a tool geek but still insists on using one of those kitchen puller things because they have like a Nathan, and I don't know, they because they hate life maybe, but they use one of those knife sharpeners where you drag the knife through. God, I hate those things. They're like the worst thing on the face of the earth. This is a good present to give to them because I think that they are going to find this intuitive and easy, and the blade, the edges that they're going to get are going to be so substantially better that they're going to thank you. They're going to fall down on their knees and kiss your feet and give you a beer. I swear to God. And if they don't, write me a letter and I'll answer promptly. All right, thanks guys. I really appreciate your time and patience on this. I'm going to finish sharpening up this old Echo I got here on this guy, and then I'll continue packing for my trip, going out into the woods. Finished my school year of teaching, and when I do that, I like to run off into the woods for as long as I can. So that's what I'm going to go and do. I will see you guys next time on Sharp Ends. Bye bye now.